The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from South Florida. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
He's going to run it. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Into the hands of Berrios. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one brought in by Berrios. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Again, it's Tua. That's to Waddle again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Tua to throw again. And he will score. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Steeler first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Throwing again, Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Taking off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Russ. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 85 yards. Touchdown, Miami. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. David Long, there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. give up the middle to Harris. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. He will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Harris. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It is a big play. Tua to Tyreek. 33 yards. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing again, it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense going to take over just before the half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Wilson. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On the ground, this is Harris. He'll push forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua to the left side in the hands of Hill. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Tua. And that is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Here's Austin to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big. He's strong. He takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
On 2nd down, Russ. He'll find his big target. Had Freiermuth. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Harris, 1st down, he's not done. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a 1st down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Another run here with Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. The defense stringing him out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On third down, here's Wilson. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. That's good for 11 and a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson, touchdown Pittsburgh.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Steelers go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. There's that man again, another catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
Two and now on 1st down. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Rough start to this drive for the defense. Back-to-back big plays. This one for 27 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll run. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now a first down throw for Tua. Into the hands of Berrios. And he will get into the end zone. Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Miami. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The Steelers' offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. They'll stick to the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run here. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That one caught by Smith. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Dolphins first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down, 8 for the first down. Now Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Gonna need a big play now, third down and long. Mostert. He's gonna be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're gonna mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Now he takes off. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. One last throw here for Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.